Alright, so we're going to move on. So now we are on design process. So for you to start editing, before you start editing your video, you have to pass through this stage one after the other. So you have to know your design process and the way to arrange it. So I'm going to give you the best design process I'm going to release out now. So the first thing is, once your client sends you a message to do a video, so the first step you are taking is the content test. Content. So the first thing you have to have an app, maybe your notepad that's on your phone, or you use any notepad that you can use. Now the notepad I'm going to be using is word counter. So now once you are able to get the message from your clients, so what you have to do now is to arrange the text orderly, the content orderly. So now assuming, now let me show you a content I already have here. So I'm going to use that content to explain, which is the next video tutorial I'm going to do now. So I'm going to use that content to explain. So this is it. So you can see the way I arrange this content. Now your client may give you a bulk of content. That means that it might not have this gap. So what is the meaning of this gap? This is just the flow of how I want the video to slide, the way I want the screen. So this one, it might be the first screen, this one is the first screen, so this one is the second screen, this one is the third screen. Now if it's too much, I can cut it. Now this particular video, I use a voiceover for it, so for it to flow, it's easy. So a video too that didn't has a voiceover too, it's another way to do it, though you follow this same pattern of design process. So you have to break it down like postgraduate work permit for up to 3 years. You can see it's a complete statement. I break it down again. Various permanent resident programs for foreign students. You see, I get there. I break it down. Free education for your children. So this is how you break it down. So this is what we call content area. So you have to break it down the way you want your slide to be. Now this slide sometimes, like the first slide, maybe thinking of foreign education might be 2 slides in this text, might be 2 slides in this content. So I'm going to show you the one. So the first thing you have to do in your design process is to get your content ready. So after you get your content ready, then we go to the arrangements. So let's go. Alright, so now arrangement means that you have to arrange your folder. So your client might give you, or maybe you want to use a picture for the video, you want to use a logo for the video, whatever you want to use, you have to create a folder for it. So that's what we call arrangement. Maybe you want to use a sound for it, a music for it, just create the folder. Now you click on here, then you create a folder. I hope you know how to create a folder. Let me just say, maybe on this project I can say project 1. Then you can mention the name of the client, like so this is it. So everything you want to do now, it will be in this folder, so that once you are looking for the folder, you will not be searching all the media. What you just do is just click on the folder, and that is all. So we'll go to the next stage of video footage. Right, the next stage is for you to get your video footage. Now once you have your content, you have your arrangement, it's for you to get your video footage. Once you get your video footage, image footage, and everything like that, you just pack it into the arrangement that you have already arranged, the workflows you have arranged yet. That's where you pack it in. So that means that the next stage is the video, how to get your video footage, which I'm going to show you in the next tutorial. So the next one now here in the design process is for you to get a voiceover. So it's for you to get voiceover. Voiceover is an option. It's not every video that will ask a voiceover. So you can say voiceover or the song that you are going to use at this stage. So you just get the voiceover. You make sure you did the voiceover. I use a website to do my voiceover, which I'm going to show you in the next video. And if you need the pro version, I have the pro version. I can do the the voiceover for you with just a little price. You can shout me out to get that. So then the next stage is your graphics. It's for you to arrange your graphics in order form. You arrange your graphics. You don't do everything all together at once. So you arrange your graphics in order form. Graphics means your your image that you want to use, the logo you want to use. So these are all your graphics that's on it. So the next stage is your text. So you make sure that you now want to overlay it with text. So some video which it has text, just like the one you are seeing on your screen now. So it's used to ask what to text. Then the last final stage is the animation stage. So you want to animate your video footage, your graphics, your text. Then that's it. So you can animate it very well, and everything can be in place. Then the last stage is for you to go over it, do the revisions, then what to export it to your own quality. The highest quality here is 1080, so you can export it to your own quality, maybe 4K. So that's just how you work on the design process. So this is all about the design process. So I'm not going to explain it in the next tutorial. What I'm just going to do is to go straight to the tutorial and we'll see what you can do there. So thank you.